Hi, my name's Caleb. This is a meditation on death anxiety. Perhaps you're experiencing death anxiety right now. Perhaps a loved one is dying. Perhaps you yourself are terminally ill. Anxiety in and of itself is not something that's wrong. It's not bad. However, it can, and often does, take us out of the present, placing our minds in the fear and uncertainty of the future. It can replace light with darkness. It can replace love with fear. It can overwhelm our mind and our bodies and rob us of the beautiful moments that exist in the tension of death and life. As painful and heartbreaking as dying and death are, there is immense love, immense kindness, immense compassion, and oftentimes the anxiety of knowing what is coming and the fear of not knowing how it will look can overwhelm us and take us away from that beauty. If you would, with me, take a moment and breathe the deepest breaths you've taken today. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Anxiety has the ability to rob us of being able to think. It puts our mind and our body in a state of fear that can sometimes border panic. And when we're ridden with that anxiety, we oftentimes feel frozen. And that's a scary place to be, especially around death. I invite you to give yourself permission to be curious about your anxiety. Anxiety can be a window into our souls, revealing the things in life that we deeply fear. If you are able, I want you to give yourself permission to ask, what is it that I fear? There can be so many fears surrounding death and dying, both for ourselves and for those that we love. But what is that core fear? Whatever it is, I invite you to treat it gently. Don't judge it. Don't push it aside because it's scary. Give it curiosity. And if you're able to do that, I want you to speak kindness to your fear. Speak goodness to it. Speak love. If we can find a way to give our fears love instead of judgment, if we can find a way to give our fears grace instead of sternness. Perhaps we can find ourselves able to exist in the here and now. And that, my friends, is what this is all about. If you are experiencing death anxiety, my hope for you is that you'll be able to find the love in the fear. You'll be able to find the goodness in the bad, the peace in the turmoil, the beauty in the pain. There is so much life to be lived in death and dying. And while there is nothing wrong with death anxiety, we all experiencing it, it can take away the present moment. And that's where life is at. In an odd way, anxiety and fear are their own small deaths. They keep us from living. In an odd way, death anxiety causes its own type of death. I want you to live in this moment, right now. I want you to be able to speak peace to your anxiety, love to your fear, so that you can find the life in the present, so that you can find the life in death. And if we can find that life, if we can find the moments with our loved ones who may be actively dying, or with friends and family while we are actively dying, if we can see those sparks, if we can see the growth, the green, the life in this present moment right now, somehow it brings peace into the turmoil that surrounds death. So give yourself permission to let go of your anxiety. Do not let death anxiety produce its own death of the moment. Give yourself permission to live right now.